So here we have our at-home setup here, but we're gonna make it work. So we've gone over all the adjustments, all the safety, the kickstand, everything. Let's put it all together and start our hike. So there's two main components to the TrailRider, right? There's gonna be the person in the front and the person in the back. So I think the main part with the person in the front is you're responsible for the steering, basically the direction, like the navigator. So any turn that's going to be initiated starts with the person up front. Keeping this in mind, the person in back is responsible for stability, making sure it doesn't tip over side to side. It may be a little bit of a challenge keeping it stable at the start, but as you get going and start to feel it through, you're going to really improve even within the first 10-20 minutes of doing it. So keep that in mind. It is a bit of a challenge at the start to keep it stable, but you can really get used to it and pick it up quite quickly. Pardon me. Keeping the back in mind, it's important to use your full body weight just to keep it balanced. You don't want to just be using your arms, because obviously that's not going to be as effective as if you're moving that side to side and keeping your whole body weight engaged. So I think let's just kind of give them a little taste of what it looks like. We'll do a nice kickstand release here and get off on our way, I guess. Okay, so whenever Arden's ready, she can take a step forward. Perfect. Here's that kickstand. Using my foot to kick it into place. And we're gonna go for a walk and we're gonna come right back here. So as you can see here, Arden is doing a great job of keeping her arms straight and her back straight, so it's a nice natural position for her. As soon as you start bending your arms and hunching your back over, you're just going to be making more work for yourself than necessary. So keep it simple, keep it natural, and you're going to be okay in the front. In the back, again, we want to make sure that we're not tipping it. As you can see here, we're going to tip Gemma. It is pretty easy for it to go side to side. It is only on one wheel, so keep that in mind. A lot harder to stabilize than just on one wheel. So this is all me right now, moving it side to side. Because in the back you have the control with that, so keep that in mind. Okay, so finally we have a brake on our right hand side here. It works exactly like a bicycle brake, and obviously it's going to be important to keep in mind when we're going downhill. It's important to communicate with the person in the chair to see how they're doing and whether they, maybe they want a little bit of pace going down the hill and they don't mind. By all means, go ahead and make it a fun experience for them. Keep that, be cautious of course, but keep that in mind. And then the person in the front, you'll also want to communicate with as well, because sometimes going downhill can be a little harder on the person in the front. So make sure, you communicate with everybody and you can tell them when you're applying the brake so that they know, and they can